Imagine the smoke still rising from the Twin Towers on that fateful September morning in 2001. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost in an instant, a wound on the soul of America that would never fully heal. For 10 relentless years, a shadowy hunt consumed the world's most powerful intelligence agencies. One man's face became the obsession: Osama bin Laden, the architect of terror, hiding in plain sight. This is the story of Operation Neptune Spear, the night justice descended from the sky. It began in the dim glow of CIA black sites and satellite feeds, where analysts pored over blurry pixels like archaeologists unearthing a ghost. A Kuwaiti courier named Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti emerged as the thread. Track him, they said. For years, nothing. Then, in 2010, a breakthrough. A massive compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, just miles from a military academy. No phone lines, no internet, 18-foot walls topped with barbed wire. This was no seaside hideout. This was a fortress. A CIA analyst known as Maya, her real name redacted, stared at the screens. "That's him," she insisted. 80%, the briefing said, but 80% in the kill or capture game is a razor's edge. Across the Atlantic, in the White House Situation Room, President Obama weighed the gamble. Pakistan's government was an unreliable partner at best. One wrong move could spark a major international crisis with a nuclear-armed neighbor. SEAL Team 6, the tip of the spear, geared up in North Carolina. Mock compounds were built, exact replicas down to the chicken coops. Night after night, they breached doors, cleared rooms, and fast-roped from hovering Blackhawks. The target's call sign was Geronimo. Rehearsals exposed a risk. The lead helicopter might clip those courtyard walls. Engineers scrambled. Stealth modifications were applied. On April 29, 2011, the order came. Go. May 2nd, 1 a.m. local time. Abbottabad slept under a sliver moon. 2 modified Blackhawks, stealth-coated, whisper-quiet, sliced through the night from Jalalabad, some 150 miles away. Aboard, 23 SEALs, a translator, and a combat dog named Cairo. The White House watched via drone feed. Static crackled over the line. Vice President Biden murmured a prayer. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton gripped her chair. Then, chaos. The lead helicopter nosed into the courtyard. Pilots initiated an auto-rotation. It crashed hard, but remained largely intact. "Trojan horse is down," came the voice over the net. No time for panic. SEALs fast roped out, feet hitting dirt, and stacked up at the guest house door. Flashbangs popped. The courier burst out, AK blazing. He fell to a hail of 5.56. His brother followed, then his wife. Blood slicked the floor. A team pushed the main house. Women and children were moved aside. Up the stairs, under night vision green, heartbeats thudded. On the third-floor hallway, a tall figure in loose shalwar kameez peered out, unarmed, frozen. The point man hesitated. Positive ID? 3 suppressed shots struck center mass. The man crumpled. No weapon was recovered. Geronimo ID'd, visual on target. Enemy KIA, the radio reported. In the Situation Room, relief and sorrow tangled. Fists pumped, tears fell. On the ground, the mission was not over. They swept the house. Computers, hard drives, documents, raw intelligence. Drives were seized, papers cataloged. The body was secured. Additional rounds were fired to ensure the target was neutralized. The downed helicopter needed to be destroyed. Thermite charges were used. At 2:30 a.m., they lifted off into the black, Cairo barking at shadows below. Back at Jalalabad, DNA tests returned a near-certain match. Justice, the investigators said, was confirmed. Dawn broke over a smoldering compound. Locals swarmed. Al-Qaeda reeled. The world awakened to one headline: Bin Laden is dead.
Thanks.
That night, President Obama announced, "The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda." Cheers echoed in some places. At Ground Zero, people cried. The SEALs scattered to the shadows, missions classified, names forever ghosts. 10 years of rage, doubt, and sacrifice funneled into minutes of execution. The spear struck true. Yet in the quiet aftermath, one truth lingered. Evil can be killed, but the hunt does not end. The skies over New York felt emptier for a moment. Justice had been delivered. The story, however, was far from over.